Banking, system that handles money and credit. Banking, system that handles money and credit. It supports trade and investment. Bank, financial institution for deposits and loans. Bank, financial institution for deposits and loans. It manages money for customers. Account, record of financial transactions. Account, record of financial transactions. Can be savings or current. Savings account, deposit account for individuals. Savings account, deposit account for individuals, used for personal savings and interest. Current account, account for frequent transactions. Current account for frequent transactions, used mainly by businesses. Fixed deposit, money locked for a fixed period. Fixed deposit, money locked for a fixed period, earns higher interest. Recurring deposit, deposit with regular monthly payments. Recurring deposit, deposit with regular monthly payments. Good for disciplined savings. Interest, extra money paid for using funds. Interest, extra money paid for using funds. Earned or charged on principal. Principal, original amount of money invested. Principal, original amount of money invested. Interest is calculated on it. Loan, borrowed money to be repaid with interest. Loan, borrowed money to be repaid with interest. Helps in meeting financial needs. Credit, ability to borrow money. Credit, ability to borrow money. Based on trust and repayment history. Debit, deduction from an account. Debit, deduction from an account. Used when spending or withdrawal happens. Credit card, card for borrowing money instantly. Credit card, card for borrowing money instantly. Payment made later with interest. Debit card, card linked to your bank account. Debit card, card linked to your bank account. Money deducted immediately. ATM, automated teller machine. ATM, automated teller machine, used for cash withdrawal and balance check. Check, written order to pay money. Check, written order to pay money. Used for transferring funds. Demand draft, prepaid order issued by bank. Demand draft, prepaid order issued by bank. Safer than checks. RTGS, real-time gross settlement. RTGS, real-time gross settlement, used for high-value fund transfers. NEFT, National Electronic Funds Transfer. NEFT, National Electronic Funds Transfer, used for online transactions. IMPS, Immediate Payment Service. IMPS, Immediate Payment Service, transfers money instantly, anytime. UPI, Unified Payments Interface. UPI, Unified Payments Interface, used for instant digital payments. IFSC code, unique code of bank branch. IFSC code, unique code of bank branch, used for electronic transfers. MICR code, magnetic ink character recognition code. MICR code, magnetic ink character recognition code, used in check processing. SWIFT code, International Bank Identifier. SWIFT code, International Bank Identifier, used for global transfers. Passbook, record of account transactions. Passbook, record of account transactions, given to savings account holders. Balance sheet, financial statement of assets and liabilities. Balance sheet, financial statement of assets and liabilities, shows financial position of a bank. Capital, money invested in business. Capital, money invested in business, used for operation and growth. Asset, valuable owned by person or bank. Asset, valuable owned by person or bank, includes cash, loans, and property. Liability, money owed to others. Liability, money owed to others. Opposite of asset. Investment, putting money to earn profit. Investment, putting money to earn profit, includes shares, bonds, or deposits. Bond, certificate of debt issued by government or company. Bond, certificate of debt issued by government or company. Pays interest over time. Share, unit of company ownership. Share, unit of company ownership. Shareholders earn dividends. Stock market, platform for buying and selling shares. Stock market, platform for buying and selling shares. Reflects economic performance. IPO, initial public offering. IPO, initial public offering. First sale of company shares to public. Mutual fund, pool of money invested collectively. Mutual fund, pool of money invested collectively. Managed by professionals. Portfolio, collection of financial investments. Portfolio, collection of financial investments. Used to diversify risk. Risk, chance of loss in investment. Risk, chance of loss in investment. Higher risk, higher return. Return, profit earned from investment. Return, profit earned from investment. Measured in percentage. Collateral, security against loan. Collateral, security against loan. Can be property or gold. Mortgage, loan secured by property. Mortgage, loan secured by property. Used for buying homes. Overdraft, withdrawing more than balance. Overdraft, withdrawing more than balance. Short-term credit facility, NPA, non-performing asset, NPA, non-performing asset. Loan not repaid for 90 days. Repo rate, rate at which RBI lends to banks. Repo rate, rate at which RBI lends to banks. Used to control inflation. Reverse repo rate, rate at which RBI borrows from banks. Reverse repo rate, rate at which RBI borrows from banks. Helps control money supply. CRR, cash reserve ratio. CRR, cash reserve ratio. Banks keep portion of deposits with RBI. SLR, statutory liquidity ratio. SLR, statutory liquidity ratio. Banks maintain liquid assets. Monetary policy. RBI's policy for money supply. Monetary policy. RBI's policy for money supply. Controls inflation and growth. Fiscal policy. Government policy on spending and tax. Fiscal policy. Government policy on spending and tax. Used to manage economy, inflation, general rise in prices, inflation, general rise in prices, reduces purchasing power. Deflation, fall in prices over time. Deflation, fall in prices over time, can slow economic growth. Bank rate, rate at which RBI lends long-term funds. Bank rate, rate at which RBI lends long-term funds. Affects overall interest rates. Base rate, minimum lending rate of banks. Base rate, minimum lending rate of banks. No loan can be below this. MCLR, marginal cost of lending rate. MCLR, marginal cost of lending rate. Replace base rate for transparency. Liquidity, ease of converting assets into cash. Liquidity, ease of converting assets into cash. Banks must maintain liquidity. Financial inclusion, bringing all people into banking system. Financial inclusion, bringing all people into banking system, promotes equality and access, digital banking, online banking using technology. Digital banking, online banking using technology, includes UPI, mobile apps, and internet. Mobile banking, managing account through phone. Mobile banking, managing account through phone, used for transfers and payments. Net banking, banking via website. Net banking, banking via website, allows anytime access. KYC, know your customer. KYC, know your customer. Prevents fraud and money laundering. AML, anti-money laundering. AML, anti-money laundering, detects illegal fund activities. RBI, Reserve Bank of India. RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Central bank controlling currency and policy. NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, NABARD. National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development supports rural finance and farming. SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India. SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India, supports small and medium enterprises. SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India, regulates stock markets. IRDAI, Insurance Regulatory Authority of India. IRDAI, Insurance Regulatory Authority of India, supervises insurance companies. Credit score, rating of creditworthiness. Credit score, rating of creditworthiness. Higher score means better loan chances. Credit report, record of borrower's history. Credit report, record of borrower's history used by banks before approving loans. NBFC, non-banking financial company. NBFC, non-banking financial company, provides loans without full banking license, microfinance, small loans to low-income groups. Microfinance, small loans to low-income groups, promotes self-employment. Financial literacy, knowledge of managing money. Financial literacy, knowledge of managing money, helps in better decisions. Subsidy, financial help from government. Subsidy, financial help from government, used in agriculture and fuel. Liquidity. Liquidity means the availability of cash or assets that can easily be converted into cash. Capital. Capital means the total wealth used for starting or running a business. Revenue. Revenue means the total income generated before expenses. Expenditure. Expenditure means the total amount spent by an individual or organization. Deficit. Deficit means the shortfall when expenses exceed income. Surplus. Surplus means the extra amount left after meeting all expenses. Fiscal policy. Fiscal policy means the government's plan for taxation and spending. Monetary policy. Monetary policy means the central bank's control over money supply and interest rates. Liquidity, availability of ready cash or assets. Liquidity, availability of ready cash or assets. This helps banks meet withdrawal demands. Capital, money invested in a business. Capital, money invested in a business. This is used to start or expand operations. Revenue, total income before expenses. Revenue, total income before expenses. This is used to calculate a company's profit. Expenditure, total money spent. Expenditure, total money spent. This is used to manage budget control. Deficit, when expenses exceed income. Deficit, when expenses exceed income. This is used to describe budget shortfall. Conquest, act of capturing a region by force. Conquest, act of capturing a region by force. Ashoka expanded his empire through conquest. Inscription, writing carved on stone or metal. Inscription, writing carved on stone or metal. Ashokan edicts are famous inscriptions. Manuscript, handwritten document or book. Manuscript, handwritten document or book. Ancient texts were written on palm leaves. Vedas, oldest sacred texts of India. Vedas, oldest sacred texts of India. They contain hymns and spiritual knowledge. Upanishads, philosophical teachings from the Vedas. Upanishads, philosophical teachings from the Vedas. They discuss the soul and ultimate truth. Jainism, ancient religion teaching nonviolence. Jainism, ancient religion teaching nonviolence, founded by Mahavira in the 6th century BCE. Buddhism, religion based on the teachings of Buddha. Buddhism, religion based on the teachings of Buddha. It spread from India to many Asian countries. Stupa, dome-shaped structure for Buddhist relics. Stupa, dome-shaped structure for Buddhist relics. The Sanchi Stupa is a famous example. Monastery, place where monks live and meditate. Monastery, place where monks live and meditate. Nalanda was an ancient Buddhist monastery. Sultanate, period of Muslim rule in India before Mughals. Sultanate, period of Muslim rule in India before Mughals. Delhi Sultanate lasted from 1206 to 1526. Architecture, art of designing and constructing buildings. Architecture, art of designing and constructing buildings. Mughal architecture gave us monuments like the Taj Mahal. Revolution, sudden change in political or social system. Revolution, sudden change in political or social system. The Industrial Revolution changed the world economy. Colonialism, control of one country by another. Colonialism, control of one country by another. India was under British colonial rule for nearly 200 years. Nationalism, love and devotion for one's country. Nationalism, love and devotion for one's country. It united Indians during the freedom struggle. Partition, division of India in 1947. Partition, division of India in 1947. It created two nations, India and Pakistan. Independence, freedom from foreign rule. Independence, freedom from foreign rule. India gained independence on August 15, 1947. Constitution, supreme law of the country. Constitution, supreme law of the country. It defines the powers of government and citizens' rights. Republic, government in which power rests with the people. Republic, government in which power rests with the people. India became a republic on January 26, 1950. Democracy, system where people elect their leaders. Democracy, system where people elect their leaders. India is the world's largest democracy. Federalism, division of powers between central and state governments. Federalism, division of powers between central and state governments. It ensures balance in governance. Monsoon, seasonal wind bringing rainfall. Monsoon, seasonal wind bringing rainfall. It is vital for Indian agriculture. Plateau, raised flat area of land. Plateau, raised flat area of land. The Deccan Plateau covers southern India. Valley, low area between hills or mountains. Valley, low area between hills or mountains. Kashmir Valley is known for its beauty. Glacier, slow-moving river of ice. Glacier, slow-moving river of ice. Gangotri Glacier is the source of the Ganga. Peninsula, land surrounded by water on three sides. Peninsula, land surrounded by water on three sides. India is a large peninsula in South Asia. Island, piece of land surrounded by water. Island, piece of land surrounded by water. Andaman and Nicobar are Indian islands. Delta, land formed where a river meets the sea. Delta, land formed where a river meets the sea. The Ganga-Brahmaputra Delta is the largest in the world. Desert, dry region with little rainfall. Desert, dry region with little rainfall. The Thar Desert lies in Rajasthan. Forest, large area covered with trees. Forest, large area covered with trees. India's tropical forests support rich biodiversity. Biodiversity, variety of living organisms. Biodiversity, variety of living organisms. The Western Ghats are a biodiversity hotspot. Erosion, wearing away of soil by wind or water. Erosion, wearing away of soil by wind or water. Deforestation increases soil erosion. Volcano, mountain that releases lava and gases. Volcano, mountain that releases lava and gases. Barren Island is India's active volcano. Earthquake, shaking of the ground due to tectonic movements. Earthquake, shaking of the ground due to tectonic movements. It can cause great destruction. Tsunami, giant sea wave caused by earthquakes. Tsunami, giant sea wave caused by earthquakes. The 2004 tsunami hit Indian coastal regions. Cyclone, violent storm with high-speed winds. Cyclone, violent storm with high-speed winds. Cyclone Amphan caused massive damage in 2020. Latitude, imaginary line parallel to the equator. Latitude, imaginary line parallel to the equator. The Tropic of Cancer passes through India. Longitude, imaginary line running north to south. Longitude, imaginary line running north to south. They help in calculating time zones. Equator, line dividing the Earth into two halves. Equator, line dividing the Earth into two halves. Countries near the equator have tropical climates. Hemisphere, half of the Earth. Hemisphere, half of the Earth. India lies in the northern hemisphere. Climate, long-term weather condition of a region. Climate, long-term weather condition of a region. India has a tropical monsoon climate. Archaeology, study of ancient remains and artifacts. Archaeology, study of ancient remains and artifacts. It helps us understand early human life. Artifact, object made by humans in ancient times. Artifact, object made by humans in ancient times. Pottery and tools are common examples. Excavation, process of digging to find historical remains. Excavation, process of digging to find historical remains. Sites like Harappa were discovered through excavation. Civilization, advanced stage of human development. Civilization, advanced stage of human development. The Indus Valley is one of the oldest civilizations. Urbanization, growth of towns and cities. Urbanization, growth of towns and cities. It began during the Harappan period. Script, system of writing. Script, system of writing. The Indus script is still undeciphered. Seals, engraved stones used for trade or identity. Seals, engraved stones used for trade or identity. They were common in the Harappan culture. Terracotta, baked clay used for pottery and idols. Terracotta, baked clay used for pottery and idols. Many terracotta figures were found in ancient India. Trade route, path used for commerce. Trade route, path used for commerce. The Silk Route connected India to Asia. Dynasty, line of rulers from one family. Dynasty, line of rulers from one family. The Maurya and Gupta were great dynasties. Empire, large state under one ruler. Empire, large state under one ruler. The Mughals built a vast empire. Invasion, entry of foreign armies. Invasion, entry of foreign armies. Alexander invaded India in 326 BCE. Conquest, capture of land by force. Conquest, capture of land by force. Ashoka expanded his realm through conquest. Inscription, writing carved on stone or metal. Inscription, writing carved on stone or metal. Ashokan edicts are famous inscriptions. Manuscript, handwritten document or book. Manuscript, handwritten document or book. Ancient texts were written on palm leaves. Vedas, oldest sacred texts of India. Vedas, oldest sacred texts of India. They contain hymns and rituals. Upanishads, philosophical teachings of the Vedas. Upanishads, philosophical teachings of the Vedas. They explore the nature of the soul. Jainism, religion teaching nonviolence. Jainism, religion teaching nonviolence. Founded by Mahavira in the 6th century BCE. Buddhism, faith based on the teachings of Buddha. Buddhism, faith based on the teachings of Buddha. It spread across Asia from India. Stupa, dome structure holding Buddhist relics. Stupa, dome structure holding Buddhist relics. The Sanchi Stupa is a famous site. Monastery, dwelling for monks. Monastery, dwelling for monks. Nalanda was an ancient monastery. Sultanate, era of early Muslim rule. Sultanate, era of early Muslim rule. Delhi Sultanate lasted till 1526. Architecture, art of designing buildings. Architecture, art of designing buildings. The Taj Mahal shows Mughal architecture. Revolution, sudden political or social change. Revolution, sudden political or social change. The Industrial Revolution changed the world. Colonialism, control of one nation by another. Colonialism, control of one nation by another. India suffered under British colonialism. Nationalism, devotion to one's country. Nationalism, devotion to one's country. It united Indians for independence. Partition, division of India in 1947. Partition, division of India in 1947. It created India and Pakistan. Independence, freedom from foreign rule. Independence, freedom from foreign rule. India became free on 15th August 1947. Constitution, supreme law of the nation. Constitution, supreme law of the nation. It defines powers and rights. Republic, government run by people. Republic, government run by people. India became a republic on 26th of January 1950. Democracy, system where citizens elect rulers. Democracy, system where citizens elect rulers. India is the world's largest democracy. Federalism, power divided between center and states. Federalism, power divided between center and states. It keeps governance balanced.